Well, tomorrow the Texas House takes up one of Governor Abbott's top legislative priorities.
School vouchers, which failed to pass the last legislative session, are now in the best position they've been in to pass. Fox 4's Amelia Jones is right here in studio tonight with what's expected. Amelia?
Yeah, Heather, Steve, after failing in the last legislative session, school vouchers are back on the House floor, and this time there's a high likelihood they will pass. Governor Greg Abbott made it his top priority, and Democrats don't have the votes to stop it. But there are other tactics Democrats can take to show opposition with passing future legislation. Wednesday, the Texas House of Representatives will vote on Governor Greg Abbott's top legislative priority, school vouchers. Senate Bill 2 and House Bill 2 are set to head to the House floor Wednesday. The bills address school funding and school choice. Senate Bill 2 funds $1 billion for so-called education savings accounts, which are taxpayer-funded incentives for people to switch from public to private school.
What we're contemplating here in Texas would serve the greatest number of students, would be on the largest scale, would be the most expensive and the most wide-ranging of anything that has been done in the United States.
Matthew Wilson is a political scientist with SMU. He followed Governor Greg Abbott's campaign after his school voucher plan died in the House during the last legislative session.
And he made it his #1 political priority to make sure that did not happen again. So he actively campaigned against multiple members of his own party who had opposed his school choice proposals last time, and he was largely successful.
This year, things are different, with more Republican votes for vouchers than the last time around.
He ended up replacing a fair number of anti-school choice, anti-voucher Republicans with those who supported the governor's vision. That's why it looks like he's got the numbers this time.
Democrats don't have the votes to stop vouchers, but the Texas Tribune reports there's a House Democrat plan to block all constitutional amendments for the rest of the session unless Republicans agree to put vouchers on the ballot in November. Constitutional amendments need more votes than regular bills, and Democrats can block them. Even so, Wilson doesn't think the threat would make Republicans budge.
And so that's really where the leverage is. Republicans can pass this tomorrow, and there's nothing that Democrats can do to stop it. The only question is whether Democrats, in an expression of anger about that, gum up the works on other measures going forward that would require a constitutional amendment.
Now, if that is the Democrats' tactic and they get Republicans to put school vouchers on the ballot, it's important to note that no voucher measure has survived the ballot in any other state. But of course, we'll just have to wait and see as to what happens tomorrow. Heather, Steve, back to you.